Hi, I'm Naisha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Briefly want to welcome everyone here to Hartford Public Library. You're upstairs in the Hartford History Center, which is a Hartford-specific museum and special collections that's all Hartford-specific. And I welcome you here because you can do some wonderful Hartford research. My name is Brenda Miller. I am Chief Officer, Cultural Affairs and Public Programming here at Hartford Public Library, and I warmly welcome you up to this third floor. Not only do we have this exhibit going on here, but we also have out in the Art Walk Joe Sam. I am turning the program over to our Senior Library Assistant, Martha Ray Nelson, who's going to introduce our guest today. So I just want to welcome you, and I hope later that you enjoy some wonderful refreshments out on the Art Walk, and also enjoy not only these wonderful new stories in quilts, but also Joe Sam's work out in the Art Walk. Thank you.
Welcome to the Hartford Public Library. So my name is Martha Ray Nelson. And about 25 years ago, this young lady about your age walked into an office, and when she looked around, it was filled with quilts. It was the office of Ed Johnetta Miller. 5 years later, the young lady walked into the Hartford Public Library, where she has been for 20 years now. I would like to open with a quote. And this quote is from Sistah Nandi. I never want to allow children to be not who they are, ever. And her commitment is evident here this morning. She has worked tireless to make sure that you get the rightful respect and acclamations, awards that you deserve. And that's why you're here this morning. Let's give Sister Nandi, Sister Ed Johnetta Miller, and Sister Andy a round of applause for being committed to me. Sister Ed Johnetta Miller, I would like to quote her. She says, I love knowing that collaborative projects promote both the strength of the individual and the strength of the group. I would like to give acclamations to my colleague, Sarah Pelletier, and to my supervisor, Brenda Miller, for being committed to collaborating with Sankofa Kuumba. I would like to also thank all of you, the parents, who support your children, because that's why they're here today. Round of applause to you. I would also like to thank Andy, who's always supporting us to make sure that our memories live in this room forever. I would also like to acknowledge Coy Fleming, who's the Public Service Director. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be with us today. This is a memory that you will never forget, and now you are a permanent part of the Hartford History Center. Welcome. I now introduce Ed Johnetta Miller, Master Quilter.
This has been an amazing year for me, working at Sankofa and working with young people who are sitting here today, doing extraordinary work. We decided to do basic quilts first, then we got together with Mrs. Ali, and what we decided to do was to have a play and work around the slave codes and what they meant. So when you get a chance today, I want you to walk around the framed pieces. All the framed pieces tell a story, and I want you to look at it. I want you to see the work that the students have done and be as proud as I am of them. They continue to grow. Some of my students from Norwebster are here too, so that makes me very, very happy. And we possibly, Sister Nandi, will have a collaborative project with Norwebster School at some point. I thank you all for coming. We have some very special students here. I don't know if Jasmine is going to speak about her work. Could she say a few words about her quilt? She will. Okay, good. Because Jasmine is here, and Jasmine has been working very, very closely with Miss Ali and I. And she's had a real commitment to quilting. And one of the things that I just told her mother, got her address because she lost my card, is we have a sewing machine for her. So, so during the summer, Jazzy can continue to sew and create marvelous things. Thank you so much. I will be around if you need to ask me any questions. Again, I love to talk.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I have every one of the students that had anything to do with these quilting to stand over here, please? And come over. First of all, I would like for you to identify whatever you've done.
I did a piece of this quilt. This was our sewing teacher, Miss Ed Johnetta. When we all did pieces, we all sewed parts and she put it all together. It was all about teamwork and how to become a better quilter, no matter if you're good or if you're bad. You still try your best. My name is Brianna and I did some pieces of this quilt. Yeah, they were strips of quilt.
It's all right.
It's
What did you do?
traditional African American heritage. Yeah. That's it. My name is Ashani, and I did this quilt working with Miss Ed Johnetta. It was a lot of hard work. I messed up a couple times, but she seemed to fix it. And I love my quilt.
Good.
Hi, I'm Brenda Miller. I'm Cultural Affairs and Public Programming Officer for Hartford Public Library. And we're delighted today to open with this wonderful reception and exhibit with the Sankofa Kuumba program here that these young girls have done these wonderful quilts. We are delighted to also welcome Ed Johnetta Miller, who did some wonderful work with these girls. These quilts are going to be up throughout the Hartford History Center at Hartford Public Library, which is on the 3rd floor of the downtown library, throughout the summer. In fact, we're going to hold them until September 30th. So I want you to take an opportunity to see the beautiful work that these girls have done for the Hartford Public Library and share with us the joy in these new stories, Freedom Quilts.
These young women are not only quilters, but they're also performers. In our after-school program at Freddie Bush School this year, we did a lot of things. We did dancing, we did drumming, we did storytelling. Tell me what was your favorite activity? Come on, give your name and tell me what your favorite activity was. Turn around. Talking to the mic. Okay, what was your favorite activity?
Drill.
That's it? Drill is African, very much African. It comes from South Africa. In the gold mines, when our ancestors were enslaved, children your age had to go into the mines and dig gold. And for exercise, they would come up in these gum boots because down in the mines, it was watery. And so they had what they call gum boots. They would come up and exercise. And the drums were their bodies. And their feet were the drums. And their creativity was what you do today. I would like for you to line up over here, all the drillers. I would like for you to line up over here, all the drillers, and come in to perform. Ruthie, will you be calling, or one of the children will be calling?
No, I'll be calling.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I'm with Sankofa. I'm a parent liaison. I'm a drill director for Stop the Violent Steppers. We just came in first place for the first parade in the community of Hartford. and I have 25 girls aging from the ages of 7 to 14, and they all come from Freddie Wish School and around the Hartford community.
Group Edison Hut. Group Edison Hut. Monkey drill, Matai Ma. Verse in the real, 1, 2, 3. Verse in the breeze, 1, 2, 3. Group Edison Hut. About face. Tricky march, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop the violence. Stay still, 9K. 5, 6, 7, 8. No more drugs. STDs. Teen pregnancies. And no less please. Now what's this? Last one.
Could you just take a bow? Come on, I know you guys can do better than that for these children. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Give them a round of applause. At this point, we're going to move on to the other part of the sewing. The discipline of learning how to sew, learning how to do stitching, learning how to work together as teams.
When I say I go, you say I may. I'll go.
I may.
I'll go.
I may.
I'll go.
I may.
What is school rules? Emotion. Unity together, one.
Okay, thank you. We do that every day when we start our sessions because it's important that as we work in unity. And that's what Umoja means. Unity, together, and one. And these children learn how to work with Ed Johnetta in that style, Ruthie in that style. And unfortunately, we do not have martial arts here. Is there anyone that took martial arts that is here? Okay, because I would have asked them to do a couple of the stances that they learned, but they're not here, so we're going to move on to the Underground Railroad.
Thank you. I am Andy Jackson Ali. I'm an actress, and I am a teaching artist for Sankofa Kuumba Cultural Consortium. I have been working with Sankofa for about 5 years. The last semester, I worked with Miss Ed Johnetta Miller on the quilting project. And I worked closely with the students, and I wrote a play that encompassed everything that they were doing in the quilting project. And we put it together, and it came out very, very good. I have a student today, Jasmine Cooper, that plays the part of Harriet Tubman from the play.
I don't want to cook no more for master. And I don't want buy no freedom either. I just want to get off of this plantation. They say that if you look at them quilts up there, see how them quilts up there, it tells you when, where, and how you can leave with a conductor named Harriet Tubman. She ain't like them conductors down there at the railroad station. She takes folks from the south, north, and they say she's led by some North Star. Well, I
I was really ready to start reading them quilts. But they says that Master Nim gone and made a law. And it's called the Freedom Act, the Fugitive Act. That if they catch you, they can bring you right back and beat you.
Cooper. I have a daughter named Sankofa, Jasmine Cooper, and she's
And they
playing
can
here
kill
with
you.
and it's a very good experience for her. I love that she's getting to
I
know her.
made up my mind. I was gonna take my chances. I was gonna get up from out of this plantation.
And I was born
And I was gonna go north.
into slavery with 11 children. I married a free man. I have led many people, men, women, children, from the north to the south with great risk and success. Also with the help of good folks in safe houses along the way. Safe houses were where good folks would let us rest, eat, and be protected. I returned to the south again and again and made up clever techniques that helped make me be successful. I used the master's horse and buggy for the first leg of the journey, leaving on a Saturday night with a pistol in my boot. Anyone who seemed to jeopardize the trip, I would tell them be free or die. I passed away into eternal freedom on March 1913 in Auburn, New York. It was buried with military honors.
Let's do a little better than that. Come on, y'all folks, stand up. You see what she did? She had to memorize all of this. And she didn't just do it in a milestone. She did it in a way that is believable. She did it in a way that we need to understand who we are. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Cooper. I'm 13 years old. I go to Freddie Bush Museum School. I joined Sankofa in the 7th grade, and I started learning. I started learning how to be an actress from Miss Ali and quilting from Miss Ed Johnetta. Those are the two main teachers who taught me during the year. A couple months after I started, I've become really good at what I did. And I do my monologue of hearing Tumba, and I've started to really improve on my speaking, my focusing, and how to speak in front of big audiences. I'm hoping to be able to learn how to become a better actress and a better sewing, because I'm hoping to be a sewing teacher when I grow up. I got into acting from my friend Julio. He's the one who taught me about what is the needs to be an actress. And we've done a couple plays. He's wrote a couple plays for a school project, and I've been in, and we practiced, and our teacher said that she really liked it, and that's how I know.
One of the things we will continue to do here at the library, in our communities, and beyond, is to understand who we are, where we come from. And it's fine to be African, because most of what you do comes from Africa. Your hip hop, your boot dance, your drill, your stress, it all comes from the motherland. The motherland is Africa. So we want you in Sankofa, the experience that you learn from Sankofa, to use it. If you're not able to join us next year, because we will not be returning to Freddie Bush School. It is our hope that we will be at Rawson, Sand, and Clark, and Martin Luther King doing our programs. This summer, we will be at Clark, and we'll also be at Rawson. And I'm inviting anyone that has a child that has to be home by themselves to get in contact with me so that they can join us during the day at Ebony Horsewomen from 8 to noon, have lunch, and then be transported to either one of those schools so they are in some kind of arts education, learning their culture from 8:30 in the morning until 3 o'clock. At the other school, they're there until 4:30, but we only can have limited amount of folks, children, at these 3 locations. It is always my goal to not have a child in the street, undisciplined, with no structure, when there is these kinds of programs. So I'm saying to you all, if children do not have a place to go, they're welcome to come to ours.
My name is Ed Johnetta Miller, and I am a fiber artist. I am a quilt designer and travel the world. I worked with Sankofa for the past 2 years as a master quilt artist, and we produced all of the lovely works that you will come and see at the library. When I was growing up, my grandmother would use clothing, primarily my grandfather's suits, some of his ties. She would just strip them, she'd put them together. She really didn't think about what kind of pattern I'm gonna have. It really didn't matter, because whatever she put together was absolutely beautiful. Now, one of the things that I must tell you, when I do workshops throughout the world, getting ready to go to Brazil, and then I'm gonna be coming back and going to Costa Rica again, I work with a lot of very traditional quilt artists who have a fit in my class. And it's such a joy to work with the young people because they open their minds. I'll say, okay, we're going to do stripping, we're going to do improvisational, which you love to do. This is all she would do. She said, I want to do improv. And she would sit there after she did pieces for this particular piece. And then she would go on and she said, I'm going to do my own thing now. And I love that. No rigidity, opening themselves to new adventures, using many, many different kinds of colors, and some of the work is just extraordinary. Working with just basic blocks and just cutting them into triangles and redoing them, putting them together. Nothing really, really major. I love to do projects with my students where everyone is successful.
Hi, my name is Linda Martin. I've known Sister Nandi for over 20 years. I've always admired her strength and her stamina. And I was a professional dancer many years ago. And the arts give my life flavor. And so I'm here to support young artists. I've looked at the quilts prior to them being hung. I helped put sleeves on them. I've viewed every quilt. I am a improvisational quilter. I've recreated myself. I'm a former state school principal. And my mentor, Ed Johnetta Miller, actually informed me that this exhibit would be going on, and so I was excited to help. I think that quilting is an art that we and the African diaspora should never lose, and I am so excited for these young people who have created wonderful works of art that will last throughout their lives. So I thank you for this opportunity. I'm so glad that other people have come.
And this is a piece that one of the students did who got fascinated with Indian fabrics. And she said, I want to do something very, very different. And so she decided to put it together. We have a computerized sewing machine, so she did a little bit of going down it. She had a hard time with it because it can tend to jam, but at least she got her Asian piece done. She wanted to do something to hang here that uniquely represented her. So what I love to do is to teach the children all different kinds of techniques. I don't hold back. I say to you, whatever you want to do, let's at least try it. If you want to continue on with it, you can, but if you don't, that's okay. And we always welcome people to come to class and to see my young people helping to teach older people is a real joy. So I'd say I'd love to applaud all of you. You have brightened my life. You have exhausted me, so Ms. Ed's taken off the summer, but I will be back in the fall to work with each and every one of you.
Hello everyone, I'm glad to be here. I'm sorry I came a little late, but I definitely wanted to be here today to witness this. I believe it was last summer we saw that the Greater Hartford Arts Council was putting out a grant, the Neighborhood Arts Grant, and we definitely, we went after it. We believe that because Wish School is this transforming into a museum school, that we needed to tap into those resources to be able to, and the vision of that school, as well as the vision of Sankofa, and going back into the past, looking at our roots, making sure that our young people understand where they come from and be able to do it with their hands, and have the general community and the public to actually get a chance to see what that process was and what the results were, and to engage in conversations about it. So that's really what we wrote the grant about, and to incorporate and integrate curriculum from the school to our after-school program. So that's what we wrote the grant about, and Ed Johnetta was the primary artist that we wanted to work with, because we know of her work, her many decades of work, being here in Hartford and doing international work. So that's they took it and they brought it into a whole nother, on a whole nother level with very limited funding. I just wanted to let you guys know that. Very limited funding.
She did a fantastic job. Give her a hand. Jackie, can you talk a little bit about why we're here?
Well, I think it's kind of obvious. Our children are our future. We have some incredible, incredible young people, and I just can't say enough about you, young ladies. You are the future. You're going to determine where I'm going to go. I hope it's going to be a nice nursing home. But you are so bright and so beautiful, and to see these quilts and the work that you do, and the work you do with Miss Ruthie and Sister Nandi and Miss Ali and Miss Ed Johnetta, it just makes us feel extremely proud. So keep up the good work and keep working hard, and one day you'll be instructing too. Okay? Oh, we have some gifts that we'd like to give out to you. So we're going to call your names and you can grab your gift, okay? All right, Ruthie?
Okay. Starting with the oldest child, Ashani. She's 10 years old. She's out of Freddie Wish. She was one of the second highest CMTs at Freddie Wish this year. We have Brianna. She's one of our graduates from Freddie Wish. She'll be going to Prince Tech this year. We have Isis. She's a new driller. She's from Craig, Two Rivers. Where are you from? Public Safety Academy. What grade you in? And she's an 8th grader. Next, we have Anaya Virgo. She's from Achievement First. She's going to the 2nd grade. Next, we have Kayori. She's in the 3rd. 1st grade, going to the 2nd, and she's 8 years old. Robbie from Freddie Wish, she's going to the 4th grade, and she's 9 years old.
We have Naomi Roach. She's going to the 3rd grade, and she's from Freddie Wish. Nope, and we have a gift for my girl Jasmine. And she's from Freddie Wish, and she's in the 7th grade, going to the 8th, right? And I'm Ruthie, and we thank y'all for coming and, you know, letting us give y'all performance.
Hi, my name is Joanna. I've been working with Sankofa since about October of last year. I was working at the after-school program with the babies, the kindergarten and 1st graders, which I absolutely adore. I first got involved with Sankofa because I met Sistah Nandi at an event, and I told her about the newsletter and the work I'm trying to do in the community, and we were talking about education and children, and specifically about the education of Black children and culture. And from there, I became involved in the after-school program and started working there about 4 days a week as a volunteer. And it was a great experience. I love working with the children. I see so much in those children. They're so brilliant, and I can't wait to go back and work with them again. It was a lot of fun, and Sankofa is a great organization, and it's awesome to see what the kids can learn and what they can do through the arts.
It is important that we acknowledge all that are here that have made this possible. Sarah, can you come up? Latharay, can you come up? And Brenda, can the 3 of you come up, please? I'd like for you to stand with the rest of these folks that have made this possible. And we have a young lady that has been working diligently. All right, can you please come up? This young lady will just talk to you briefly about why she's here, why she chose to be here.
Hello, my name is Mariah. So I am going to school right now for dance education, and I knew I wanted to spend the summer trying to teach children the art of performance and moving. When I was looking for a spot, I came across Sankofa, and I thought this was like double as good as I could ever imagine my summer could come to. So not only am I enjoying learning about the history of African culture and how it has come to America and all this stuff that, you know, everyone should really learn, I'm watching young children learn about it and the joy in their faces when they get to see what has come before them and what is possible for them and what they have not had the experience of learning yet. So I really am enjoying Sankofa Kuumba, and I think what they are doing and what I'm going to help as much as possible with them this summer is an amazing, amazing opportunity for Hartford children that I'm surprised about. Like everyone's not trying to use this method of educating and learning. African dance is just something you really have to practice and listen to the drums. Even if you're not dancing, just wherever you are, you have to listen to the drums. And you just have to, you know, put yourself into the drums. Or even, I love the history because you're learning about why this style has come about. And that really just helps you understand the importance of that drum. And so hopefully this summer, with Shanani's help, I will work that through, and this will be, this is something I love, and I want to, you know, try to practice and do the art form justice.
She'll be fine. She will be fine because Sister Nandi will make sure she's fine. I do technique so that some people don't get the rhythm quickly. I help them to get it as quickly as they're going to get it, but they will get it. The ability for me to be able to do this in this style, at this level, Brenda, Sarah, and my lady, Latharay. We need to treat our children with respect all the time. We need to let them know that they can grow and be. They can say, I am and know that they are. Closing.
I want to thank you for coming. I am overwhelmed. It is such a delight to have you in our room. I hope you come back. I hope you use the library. It's your library. It's your place. It's free. We have reading programs and books. We have everything. So come in, go to Keith, spend some time in this library and all your branches. We have an adult summer reading program that's really quite wonderful with wonderful prizes, and a children's reading program. And I just want to welcome you all back, and I'm honored to have you here today. It's a privilege to have these wonderful quilts up in our History Center, and I'm so delighted it's being filmed and we can archive the tape of this program. It's really quite wonderful. So thank you, Sister Nandi, for bringing this to us and being quite amazing. We call ourselves at the library a place like no other. This is a woman like no other. So it's a delight to have her with us. And I'm going to ask now that please enjoy yourself. We have food, we have cookies, we have punch, we have fun out on the art walk. Please enjoy the art. Thank you.